coming in out of the red corner now. Charles at 80.8 kilograms. And now in the blue corner, Lawrence TAMALE at 82.6 kilograms. Should be another exciting fight as the big boys are now coming up. The heavier weights, I should say, not the big boys. This one should be a crazy fight. Let's see if they can top what we saw last fight, because that one was truly, truly an incredible fight.
I'm on an adrenaline high.
And I don't want to come down, mate. I'm really hoping that this next fight delivers as well, because it's going to be very hard to top what we just saw.
Very hard indeed. I think fight of the night so far goes to Sana and Christina, but here we have Charles and Lawrence.
Still have, yeah. All right, here we go.
Fighting in the low 80s. Both look very technically sound.
Yes. So far, both pumping that jab, trying to read their opponent, trying to understand the distance before they start landing the heavy shots.
Charles, the taller fighter, looks like he's got that
jab,
reach and he's
good
working
jab
behind
from
it.
Charles. Oh, and that check left hook landed from Lawrence.
I tell you
TAMALE.
what, Lawrence has got some muscle on his frame.
Yeah.
I mean, Charles isn't small, but Lawrence looks like there is power backed up in that.
Oh.
Big right.
As you saw now, that right hand pushed him back. But man,
wow.
Charles just really going for it. He's got the speed on his side and the aggression.
They are offloading early on.
Yeah. I think by the looks of it so far, Lawrence is just trying to load up for that strong, that hard shot.
I would agree.
Maybe he thinks because he's the bigger guy, he's going to land the harder shots. And Charles just doing the right thing, you know, being aggressive, getting in and getting out.
Yep.
You know, not just sitting around, just pumping that jab, just trying to break the stride and rhythm of Lawrence TAMALE. Charles just being really smart so far, you know, just pumping that jab and stepping back, pumping that jab, stepping back. You know, if you see, he's just constantly shifting to the sides, which will make Lawrence have to change the angle every time, you know. He's just constantly stepping out of the firing range, as you see. But man, he gets caught with a strong right hook from Charles.
Oh, and again.
I mean, for me, he needs to just go back to what he was doing. Just keep that jab pumping and get out. He'll win that fight. But if he's going to stand there and try to engage with Lawrence, he's going to find out really soon it's not a good idea.
Yeah. He doesn't want to put himself in a position to be on the receiving end of
one of those.
A big shot from Lawrence.
Man, if I was in his place, I wouldn't either.
No.
And that's the weight I fight at.
We've seen you in this ring, though. You can throw hands.
Yeah, but I don't want to be caught by one of those.
Strong striking three.
I think Charles going back to that jab. Oh, gets caught with the right hand, and Lawrence senses that Charles is in trouble, and he's trying to get the finish, but Charles is doing the smart thing, just tying it up, trying to get himself to recover. Boy, shot for shot there, but Lawrence just slipped and caught Lawrence with the right hand. Oh man, if it goes the way it's going, I don't see this one going the distance, Sully, dude.
I think this could be the first fight of the night that does get a stoppage.
I mean, when we had Ryan up here, he was expecting all the fights to end by knockout, but so far they've just been going the distance. But all exciting fights.
Josh, our
Technical.
referee, doing a good job tonight, especially in this one, having to stay away from these two powerhouses.
Don't get crushed in the middle, Josh. You might want to put your glasses down. I think the corner of Lawrence telling him step in, step out, and then hit the shot again. Because
how do you see that first round?
Very difficult to say. I mean, it's the output of Charles versus the damaging shots of Lawrence. I might give it to Lawrence.
I would put it to Lawrence just for the fact he's rocked a few bigger shots. Yeah.
But we'll never know. We wait and see what the judges have to say. We have some of the best boxing judges in the region now that are scoring these rounds. So Lawrence is trying to put the pressure now, knowing that his shots are causing a lot more damage, and it's making Charles a little bit tentative. But Charles still working that jab, which is the smart thing to do because he's got to throw off the rhythm of Lawrence. Yeah. He's got to make him pay for every time he tries to step in. You know. Oy. Boys shook the whole table. Good right hand from Lawrence. Caught Charles in the middle of the exchange. Good jab from Charles there. I really think he needs to just keep jabbing and getting out, jabbing and getting out. It might be boring, but it'll win you the fight at least, especially with a guy like Lawrence who has those strong hands. You don't want to stand and trade in the middle. And you notice that every time he's doing that, he's getting caught and he's getting hurt.
I think his corners definitely said, do exactly that. Get in and get out. Because at the end of the first round, he was getting caught with too many big shots. Now he's not being enticed forward. He's staying back.
Absolutely. Good uppercut from Charles. Lawrence with that hand.
Big shot.
That right hook. But Charles doesn't seem to be phased. Every time he's getting hurt, he's stepping right back in there, trying to get back to work, you know. I think he understands that he might be down on points if he just resets and plays it cool, you know, plays it safe. Oh, good combinations from both guys, but that right hook of Lawrence seems to be finding a home every time.
I think Charles doing the sensible thing there and hooking around the neck to get out of the corner.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit wild in the last 30 seconds.
And I think the fact that Charles just seems to be always out of the way, a little bit out, like throwing the jab and stepping back, you know, it's making Lawrence have to just throw, you know. The guys exchange words between rounds. A little bit of friendly banter.
Yeah. It made us sit back in the chairs. So I think it comes down to this final round, I reckon.
Yeah, it could be. It could be 2-0 or 1-1. But how do you see it? You see it 1-1?
No, my opinion.
You see 1-1 so far?
My opinion is 1-1.
Yeah. So most likely, I would say that Charles took the first round and Lawrence probably took the second round, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
let's see. I think we've got the chance of a stoppage.
Yeah,
Let's see.
There really is, but I think Charles kind of being a little bit smarter now about it. Like getting in, throwing the hands and getting out. You know. Boy. He knows that he can't stay in the pocket with with Lawrence. Sorry. Charles knows he can't stay in the pocket with Lawrence. So anytime he finds himself in the middle, he's just tying up to ensure that he's not going to get caught with anything. Charles right back to that jab and throws a check left hook and gets out. Just missed that right hand of Lawrence. And they tie up again. Right hand of Lawrence misses, and left hook of Charles misses. And again, hook thrown by Charles misses.
Yep.
As Lawrence just manages to slip out of the way. You know, it's clear that Lawrence just wants to land that heavy hand, that power shot. But Charles just being too fast, too elusive for him now, you know? Good jab from both.
Good shot.
Good shots from Charles there. I think he might be taking this round the way it's going. Good right hand. And I think he's got Lawrence hurt.
Followed it up with one to the body. Lawrence is a bit dazed.
Yeah. He's just holding on for that extra little bit longer, you know, to recover.
Can Charles follow this up?
Good left and right from Lawrence there.
Lawrence is a bit unsteady, but it looks
he's unsteady, but he's still got those hard shots.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't cut him out yet.
Charles searching for the finish, but he can't get too confident and drop that guard too much.
I think maybe he might think he's down, and he's just sensing that urgency now and just trying to make up for it in this round to ensure that he takes it, you know?
I think this last minute could maybe be the difference.
The most crucial and pivotal minute of this fight.
Yeah.
Good combinations from Charles, but Lawrence is still finding a home for that right cross. Good uppercut there. Good combinations. I think clearly in this round, Charles has had the output. You know, so
absolutely.
Let's see now what the judges have to say, who they render the decision to. But if I had to say my opinion, I think I would probably have to give this one to Charles. I'd say 2-1. The second round, Lawrence completely dominated in my opinion, but the first and second, I think Lawrence got outworked. So let's see now what the judges have to say. Over to Sully to read the decision. All right, both fighters now make their way to the center as Sully is about to read the decision. What an absolutely incredible boxing fight, ladies and gentlemen. These two really brought it. And we have a majority decision. And the winner by majority decision is Charles out of the red corner. So clearly the output has won him this fight. You know, that was a crazy, crazy fun fight. I could see this again and again.